Hey, how you guys doing today? Okay, this is another episode of Soulja Talk The Podcast. I got a new guest with me today. I got Sergeant Givens with me today. And Sergeant Givens, just go ahead and kind of introduce yourself.
My name is Soulja Givens. I'm a 92 Yankee, currently stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia, where I'm the S4 NCO for the Officer Candidate School, 311 Infantry Regiment. I'm originally from Mississippi. That's where I was born and raised. I have one rotation deployment to Germany, and yeah, that's about it, man.
Okay, so you got one rotation to Germany?
Yep.
Okay.
9 months.
Okay, so you told me before you from Mississippi, right?
Yep.
Okay, kind of like explain the journey from. Okay, so you was in high school, so kind of explain the journey on what made you join the military.
All right, so growing up, I had an uncle that was in the Army as well. He recently retired last year, and so he was a big influence on me. All kids love their uncles, so he used to always come home. I used to always see him in this uniform, and then I graduated high school. I did 2 years in college, Alcorn State University. Go Braves! I did 2 years in college, and then I transferred from Alcorn State University to Southern Miss University. I didn't really like the atmosphere too well, so my long-term goal was to always join the military anyway. So that's how I ended up in the military.
Okay, so that was a long-term goal?
Yeah. I wanted to come in. I wanted to graduate college and then come in and commission, but life take you other places.
Okay.
Yep.
So once you actually came in, what year did you come in?
I came in 2015, March of 2015. That's when I enlisted.
Okay, so did they use your college credits or anything to like give you like a higher rank when you first came in?
Yes, most definitely. So if anybody out there that's like thinking about joining the military and you have college credits, make sure you bring that up to your recruiter. Make sure you bring that up to your recruiter. Instead of coming in as a regular private, I came in as a PFC that kind of already set me aside from my peers. And then came in as a PFC.
Okay, so being from Mississippi, so is it a lot of military influence around you? I know you said your uncle was in a...
No, it's hardly slim to no military influence around me. I think my uncle was... So I had an uncle, and then I had two cousins. One was former Army, and then one is retired Navy. That's it.
Okay, so was he? What rank did he like? What rank was he when he retired from the military?
I think he was He was at 19 years when he decided, or when the Army decided to promote him to Sergeant First Class. He declined that because he was ready to get out, so he retired as a Staff Sergeant.
Okay, so right now, so we in ALC right now. For those who don't know, so our MOS, basically we handle like supplies and stuff like that. So being a 92 Yankee, are you liking the MOS, or is there anything you want to get out of it?
I feel like being a 92 Yankee, like you work with so many different aspects and so many different echelons you can go to. Basically, if you wanted to say like basic level and stay at the supply room, that's cool. If you want to work in the S4 section and learn how you put pieces together to help the overall organization and the overall mission of the organization, you can do that. You can go up to brigade level. So it's so many different echelons and so much different things you can learn out of just our small MOS. So that's one thing that I do, like I love about it.
Okay, what position did you, when you first came in, of course I know you was a clerk, right?
Mm-hmm.
So did your leadership properly train you in order to as you moved up?
So initially coming in, I was in first 501st for about 2 months. And my NCO there, like she was spot on. I hit the ground running as soon as I came in. And then after that 2 months, I found out that I was supposed to have been in 3 of the 501st, which is the aviation unit out of Fort Bliss. So I went over there, and my NCO at the time. So, as you may know, like, you can have good people, but good people don't always be good NCOs and good leaders. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he was a good person. You know what I'm saying? Very, very kind-hearted. But as far as being a good NCO and like installing the basics in me, it just wasn't there. He later got he later got released from his position, and I ended up filling his slot as a POC.
For what reason though?
So we went to the field. I think we did a 2-week field rotation, and he was also the primary armorer, and he left the arms room unlocked. And then in the middle of the field rotation, in the middle of those 2 weeks, we came back for a refit, and the commander found out that he left the arms room unlocked. So we went a week with the arms room unsecure.
Dang.
So he got released. He was not allowed back inside the supply room. He was not allowed to do anything logistical for the unit itself. Yeah, and then it was just me. It was me, and I had 2 battle buddies. I had a battle buddy to come down from the S4, and then I had another battle buddy that we was in the supply room together. And it was just us 3, man, running that supply room.
Okay. So you do say when you first come in, you do got good leaders who actually show you your job and show you how you're supposed to do your job.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think you're proficient enough? Have you ran a supply room on your own?
Yes. So, like, my own without any clerks, or?
Yeah, like basically you run the supply room.
Yeah. So right now I'm at OCS, and my first, before I became the S4 NCO, I was Charlie Company supply sergeant, and the way the MTO is set up there is just you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you hitting the ground running every day by yourself, and you have to deal with the company's mission, then you have to deal with all the logistical daily battle rhythms that you have to do, and then you have brigade and battalion, you know, coming down on last minute things and reports that they need. So yeah, it gets stressful at times, but I'm the type of person, I work really well under pressure, and that's where a lot of prioritizing come to play. So yeah, prioritizing is big in my book.
Okay, so Sergeant Givens, we're gonna move into the next segment of the show. This is where basically, okay, I wanted to talk about deployments. So I've been deployed to Bagram, Afghanistan, which is sad to say that the Taliban has took over that whole, where I was stationed at, they took over the whole country basically. Mm-hmm. So where did you deploy, sir?
I deployed to Illesheim, Germany. I was there for about 9 months, and that was just the base camp. We had people in about 5 or 6 different locations, but because I was headquarters, I stayed in Illesheim, Germany, the whole 9 months.
So Illesheim, Germany. So do they have a post there, an army post there, or what?
Yeah. So Illesheim, the post that was there, historically it was a open active post. But when they started downsizing in Germany, it became like just a rotational post. So if you ever go on any rotations to Germany, I'm pretty sure you'll come through Illesheim, Germany.
Okay, so what was you doing over there?
So our mission was basically to work with the NATO over there. So like our partner countries, basically we was doing training with them. With all their aviation people. At the time I was in the aviation unit, so I got to see a lot of different aircrafts. I got to do a lot of different logistical trainings with their logistical side of their army, so it was pretty informative.
So was it anything different from how they do logistics to how we do it?
The basics are pretty much the same. I mean, of course, we have different systems and different rules and regulations that we have to play by, but I mean, the basics are pretty much the same.
Okay, so being over there, I know you work with different cultures. Mm-hmm. So did you notice any cultural differences from how we do things and then how they do things?
One of them, like right off back, a lot of the armies over there, like just the way they dress and the way they carry themselves. Like they're allowed to be a little bit more heavier set than us. The shaving, like they don't. A lot of them over there don't like shave at all, really. So that was a big cultural shock. And then it was so much that was different about them. But at the end of the day, like all our missions was the same, you know. So yeah.
Okay, so through your overall experiences, do you feel like you feel like it was a good rotation? Like, did you was it anything you didn't like about it?
No, man, I loved everything about the rotation. You know, like anybody in the Army would tell you, like once you deploy anywhere, your camaraderie go up in the unit, the spirit of corps go up in the unit. So it brought all of us closer as a unit. We was able to train much more efficiently. We knew, like, hey, if so and so move his left leg, I'm gonna move my right leg. We were just so much in sync over there. So it made the mission set itself go by so much quicker and so much more effectively. And then just being from the small state of Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? Like going over there to see Germany, like who would ever thought that, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you're right.
I got to see so much. I got to do so much traveling when I was over there. Germany is truly a beautiful place.
Mm-hmm. So when I was deployed, we basically kind of got into like a routine. So I used to get up in a routine because I used to work out on my own. So I got into a routine where I was up running every other day, kind of set my own schedule and came into a routine on things I got accomplished for that day or what I ate that day. Did you pick up any type of habits to where like it became into a routine while you was deployed?
Working out was definitely a routine that I picked up over there. And mind you, like I'm semi-fresh into the Army. I don't think I've even hit 1 year into the Army when we did our rotation to Germany. So working out over there, but the basics was pretty much the same. You know, like we still woke up every day at 05, did PT for an hour and a half, and commenced the work day. Because like my rotation in your deployment was completely opposite. You know, like you was in Afghanistan, I was in Germany, so I didn't have to worry or be on my P's and Q's as much as you guys over there. So our work day was pretty much the same as if we was back in the rear, you know.
Okay, so now we're gonna kind of switch it up a little bit, Sar.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give you two options, and you're gonna choose which option you prefer, and then you're gonna explain why you chose that option.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with NCO or officer.
Definitely NCO. NCO, and it's nothing against officers, but NCOs are truly the backbone of the Army. We have very, very, what's the word I want to say? We have very hands-on experience with the soldiers coming up. We have officers that come to us and ask us for advice and come to us and ask us for our professional opinion. So we have, like, we really get the best of both worlds. We get to raise up upcoming young soldiers, and then we have to also mentor and coach our officers, because at the end of the day, like, we're the subject matter expert at a lot of things.
So you basically saying NCOs, you kind of like gravitated towards the NCOs because I know you said at first you wanted to come in as an officer, but now you actually like what you're doing now. That's what you're saying. Right.
Basically the same thing I said before. You get so much more hands-on experience with soldiers, and you really can affect. If you truly a good NCO, you really can affect how tomorrow's Army is. So yeah, I definitely would choose NCO over an officer.
Okay, so we're gonna ask. So I'm gonna go ACFT or APFT.
It's a good one. ACFT. Only because the events in the ACFT, they're modeled after our movements downrange, you know. So I would definitely choose the ACFT. And then like it's more events, but the events are definitely like it's an accomplished event. Like you can do well in those events, rather than doing the standard push-up and sit-up and running 2 miles. So yeah.
Okay, guys. So this interview was a great interview. This Soulja Givens again. Soulja Givens, I want to thank you for doing the interview.
Thank you for having me.
And tell the people where you stationed at now.
Right now, I'm currently stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia. My unit is 311 OCS Infantry Regiment. I'm the S4 NCO out there.
And I know you were saying you wanted to do warrant officer or something like that, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely in my my scope range. Once I graduate here, start working on my packet, and hopefully I get submitted.
Okay, so guys, it's been another episode, Soulja Talk The Podcast. Soulja Givens, anything you want to leave with the people or anything you want to let them know?
Just if you're in this profession, if you're an NTO, make sure soldiers are always first. Family right there with the soldiers. So soldiers and family always come first, and then yourself. This is a very selfless job, but it's also rewarding.
Okay, there you guys go. I'll see you guys next time on Soulja Talk The Podcast. I'll see you guys in formation.